Hello, this is a review of the DV701 FPV screen. It's got a 5.8 gigahertz 32 channel wireless receiver in it, and it's also got DVR function, records to an SD card. It is also diversity, so it's got dual antenna, and it'll select the best antenna based on its reception at the time. There's no real brand name indication on the box. It's just 5.8 wireless DVR 701. What's inside? We get our instruction booklet. We get our screen with the sunshade built into it. The little antenna covers. Get your charging AC adapter. Your plug of country type. That's a USB cable. Your standard dipole antenna. We've got two video cables, and also looks like another charging cable with the JST style battery plug. So if the main one that's built into the unit goes flat in the field, you could plug in a LiPo pack and keep going that way. It's smart idea, that one. I really like this screen design. It's, you know, you can carry it like this, and when you're ready to use it, pop him out, and there you have it. You've got your sunshade built in, and it's also doubling as a screen protector as well. If you don't want to use it, it does just pop off like so, so you don't have to necessarily use it like that. Looking at the unit, we've got antenna A and antenna B, so they obviously go on there. We've got a USB port and a charging jack on one side, other side AV in, so I guess if you want to see what's on someone else's glasses, or you might find a use for that. AV out A and AV out B. I don't know why there's not just an AV out that's going to come up on the screen, as this is going to pick the best picture. If you plug in one of these and record it or watch it, you're going to miss out on the best picture at any given point in time. So a little weird feature there. Got your standard SD card slot in the bottom here, and there's also the quarter threaded standard camera style mounting screw hole there. It doesn't come with a screw, there's no screw included, so if you've got a tripod or something, you can use the existing mount there, but if you've got a bracket on your transmitter that doesn't have a screw, then you're going to have to source one of those. Let's turn him on. Press and hold to turn it on. Powers up, and the screen's fuzzy. I don't have anything connected to it, so we can do that a bit later. It's currently showing A. We'll look at that later. The menu, let's bring up the menu. So we've got some options here. That's record loop, on off, your date stamp on the screen. You can set that, just what your current memory info is, format your SD card, your language of choice, setting the date and time, reset to default. There's an awful beepy sound that you can have if you want to have that on. We'll turn him on. TV standard, that's PAL or NTSC. Battery type, you're picking 2 cell, 3 cell, 4 cell, up to 6 cell, or just ignore. Presumably this is for an alarm feature in the unit to tell you when the battery's going flat. It's got a built-in 2 cell battery pack, so we'll leave it on 2 cell. Get out of that. LCD brightness, there's 5 levels of brightness. Full screen mode, so if most cameras put a square style of picture, this will stretch it out. And the version of software, which I'm running 1.2.04. That's all of the options. If you're wondering about the menu information that comes up on the screen here, it gives me like strength and the date and battery life and channel. This does go away after a few seconds, so we'll watch that go away. So if you've got your own OSD information coming up, then that's not going to interfere with that. That was something I was wondering about. Okay, so let's have a look at the AV out and in. So I've got the supplied plug. First I'm going to go try AV in. Presumably that's what it needs. And I've got a signal that I prepared earlier. So that should be working. Might go into play mode. Alright, we'll try running a search. Alright, searching through the channels. Let's see if I can find this AV in. Okay, I don't know how AV in works. Let's try AV out next. So we'll got my little setup here. I'm just going to test the AV out. So I've got A or B. We'll try A first. So what we'll do is just go to my TV here. Hey, look at that. So there we go. AV out works. It's on the TV. Alrighty, I got the battery set at a really low setting. Let's see what happens if you're flying and the battery cuts out. So I've currently got 6.1 volts on the bar. Whoop, battery low. We're getting the flashing. What is the voltage at the moment? I believe this runs a 2-cell battery in it. Ooh, so you don't get very long. Don't get caught out with a flat battery. The unit with the sunshade weighs in at 595 grams. Without the sunshade, if you don't want to run that, it's 461.7 grams. Sunshade on its own is 133 grams. To finish up guys, all round I quite like this unit. To compare it to my other monitor, I use a Boscam RC305 receiver, and that's plugged into a FieldView 777 screen. Comparing this monitor with the Boscam FieldView setup, the image quality is definitely better on the Boscam FieldView screen. This one seems to be a bit more fragmented in the frame rates, but you know, if I'm taking high quality footage, I'll probably use the GoPro in conjunction with my FPV camera. So for the all-in-one package, this is a pretty good unit. No complaints so far, other than yeah, the AV out worked, AV in didn't work. I don't know how to use that yet. I don't really care. It's not a feature that I want. But yeah, that's it guys.